Hey friends, गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल। सो आज सैटरडे है और आज हम लोग एक टॉपिक मैंने सोचा था काफी दिनों से आज उस टॉपिक पे डिस्कस करेंगे। दैट इज नथिंग बट दी हाउ यू आर as a BA, if you are about to size your team, I mean, you have your project, right? And then you supposed to, find out what kind of team capacity you need to execute that project, and how much team size you require to complete these all requirements and deliver. So yes, it's a project management responsibility, but sometimes in absence of that, or in they will definitely ask you as a BA or product owner to contribute in that area as well. So team sizing, it's a kind of skill that you definitely you should be having. No matter you are playing majorly and actively playing at that kind of a role of where team sizing and budgeting and all that, but as a BA, yes, you should be also looking for that. So one thing is team sizing and another one is the effort estimation. So how these two things will go parallel, I will tell you, and how it is very correlated and how it is important to understand these things. See, any project starts, so you will be finding out the high level requirements, right? And then later, once you have that scope is finalized, then you have to find out the kind of a sizing required to execute that project. Generally in the service based organizations, it is frequently you need to come up with these kind of things. In product based organizations, the long term, that change doesn't change frequently, but in service based organization, if it is 6 months project came or a 1 year project came, definitely you have to very quickly figure it out which teams required to work on that, and immediately put them into your project. Some of people might be on the bench, or some of the project might be in the pipeline project or some other kind of projects. Therefrom you need to pull up the resources, or you may be required to hire new people. Team sizing is very proportional to your efforts. And how you will be doing that, once you know the scope of work, and then you just figure it out, sit with your architect, sit with your engineering team means not the developers, I mean the leads, engineering leads might be principal developers or something, and then find out the efforts required. Once you know very high level efforts, then you can figure it out how many junior developer require, what kind of skill sets we need. It's a Java based resources we need, AI ML based resources we need, or .NET based resource we need. Okay. What kind of a DevOps, how many DevOps we require to create the environments, how many QA resources we need. Okay. Do we need a dedicated database engineer or not? Based on your what kind of a tables or database you have to design in your system, right, in your product. So these are parameters you will visualize, because you are closely working for the requirements. So you also can visualize, oh, I also need a database. In my database these many tables required, and then I need a website, so I need there will be UI development required, so I need a React JS or Angular people to develop that front end. Okay. And then this technology that client wants to follow, or your architect has finalized the technology, it's a .NET base or Java base, so you need to that kind of developers. Then how many, suppose you also visualize there are kind of APIs also need to be developed, so you need to figure it out how many developers you need to develop these APIs, REST APIs, or kind of a get pull kind of things. Okay. Or you want to public some APIs to the API manager, or where from the other people can, other systems can come and consume your information. Sorry, I'm having little cold. So these things, Once you know these things, then definitely you can just present those resources roles, not count at this moment. So present that roles, and then based on your effort and requirements and delivery timeline. Example, your project delivery is going to happen in December. It means you have 1 year. So based on 1 year, these requirements to be delivered, how many resources you need. Then you can figure it out how many resources. It's a very proportional to your delivery timeline. So once you once you know your delivery timeline and then efforts you need, you can figure it out how many people you need. Take example, if you within 6 months you have to deliver, so it means we need more resources. So these are the proportional. We along with the project manager, architect, you can basically deliver these things. But as a business analyst, high level, these things come in your mind. You also should be able to visualize these things. Okay, and now come on the point of uh, uh, then that is the high level, that is called preliminary estimates. Once you start your project, then actual efforts has to be estimated, that you can do with your whole team. So preliminary estimate can be determined by the architects, BAs, and the senior or lead managers or something. But actual efforts can be done only with the actual team members. So you sit with them, explain them, they will say some efforts, and then you can always correlate with your high level estimation and the delivery timeline. Across all the efforts should not go beyond your timeline. Okay, so if you are planning to make a release within 1 month, so you have to plan your work accordingly. You cannot plan that work which cannot be delivered in that particular month that is being asked or expected from the client. Okay, so team sizing estimation is a skill that I thought to just sit with you all, little make you aware about these things. So whenever in your organization these things been planned, these things activities you see, never hesitate to participate. It will show up your management skills, and also it will tell like you are capable to do kind of a managerial program manager kind of things also, not only a pure product owner or a business analyst, but as a program manager also you can do some activities. Okay, now other part, recently basically there is a tools like right, the project management tools, Jira, Riley, Aha, a lot of tools are available, but still traditional clients or companies, they still work on the RTM. I have created a very dedicated video on RTM. This is still in this era, in this age, still it's a very effective tool. So you should be knowing each and every column meaning, what is that value you can put into that, and how overall the RTM is helping you to the project management. So this is really required actually. Okay. Mm, video is there already, you can just go through. If you have any doubt you can come across. Okay. uh, so today I think I don't have much things, but team sizing I thought to discuss, and I will tell you one more thing here. When you do the team sizing, the calculation is start from the how you do this. I told you, right, it's effort, then you can figure out how many team members, how many, what kind of roles we need, right? So once you have that efforts ready, high level preliminary estimate, right? So you need to figure that estimation you can do in the hours. That's the lowest count, lowest factor, right? And then convert that into a days, and then in a man months. That's the real practice. Okay, so working, take example, when you say man months, it's been one person. So one person required to work in a project one day every 6 hours in agile practice. You can say 8 hours also. And how many working days you have in a month? 21 days. Okay, Saturday, Sunday, take it off. Okay, then approximate 20 21 days. So you have to multiply that. How to come with 1 month? Hours divide by 21 into 8 or 6, whatever, and then you will come up with the man months. So that's how the efforts calculated, how many man months required for your each requirement. Or you can say each this can be presented in a each requirement specific, or use case specific, or you can present as a role specific. So if for this role, if you have to execute these are requirements, it require these many man months, like that. Okay, so these are some common things, but the people generally hesitate to contribute in these things. But I think we should be actively looking that. Okay, so probably I will come live tomorrow also. I will figure it out what interesting topic I can pick up for tomorrow. If not, definitely we can meet some other day. You guys please suggest me if you have anything which you want to discuss. Okay, otherwise these become generic, uh, I can figure it out some other topics, but if you can tell me what which topic you really require or something, then definitely it will help us. Okay, Jira tool is a good tool. You should be getting that knowledge from the other YouTube channels. I didn't get chance basically to create a Jira tool kind of a tutorial video. So apologies for that. Uh, mm, but let me see if I get chance tomorrow. I will definitely try to come up with some video if I can get some free tool and all. Okay. So thank you. Thank you all. Have a nice weekend. Keep learning, keep growing, guys. Thank you very much.